direct marketing company in the nation, and we are primarily doing that through catalog and our website. And we were founded in 1983 by Will Rath, and at that time we had about 10 employees, and I was luckily one of those employees that started back at that point. We currently now have 4 locations in Vermont, and we have 275 employees and about 100 seasonal employees, so we've had quite a bit of growth over our time. And employee ownership was always a part of our business plan. For those of you who know Will, he started Gardner Supply when he was in his mid-30s, and Will did not create an ESOP for ownership succession at that time. He created it because he wanted to do shared ownership. And shared ownership was really important to him because he felt like if each of us had a stake in the company, we'd be more committed, more dedicated, more invested in how our company ran. So we started our ESOP in 1987 with that as our premise. Now ultimately, 25 years later, we became 100% ESOP owned, and that was an ownership succession strategy. So how it worked for us is that in 1987, we started our ESOP, and over time, for the 12 years, we actually did it really slowly. We didn't have the financing to be able to do it more quickly. So over 12 years, we went up to about 19%, and in 1999, we did our first leverage transaction, a bank finance transaction, to get to 30%. In 2006, we went to 45% the same way, and then this past December to 100%, which was both a seller and bank finance deal. When Will really considered his personal succession plans to get liquidity, we really did look at different options. Obviously, employee ownership was one of them. We also looked at, should we get acquired? Should we bring in outside capital? Should we do a management buyout? Ultimately, what we looked at was that if we were bought out by someone else or brought in outside capital, they would not have kept us in Vermont. The contact center would have been moved and consolidated, potentially offshore. Our distribution center would have been moved to the Midwest. That would have been devastating not only for us as employees, but also for the community, a devastating loss if we were to be moved out. So employee ownership became the only answer for us because we wanted to control our destiny. We wanted to keep our jobs, and we wanted to continue to be the great company that we are. Gardner's, as many of you may know, is locally and nationally recognized for our innovative and participatory work culture. We speak on it, we win awards on it, and we do our best to make it the kind of environment anyone would want to work in. So we involve our employees in decision making, we ask for feedback, we get it, and we take action. And as our business has its ups and downs, I think our employees are instrumental in helping us figure out how to get through it and be more financially and culturally sound. Our turnover rate is 1/3 of the national average. 75% or more of our jobs are internally fulfilled, and I can be a vouch for that as I started in an entry-level position in 1983. Our ESOP will eventually become at least 3 times what the national average is for 401k contributions. And we have a really generous cash profit-sharing plan. And part of it we pay equally because we recognize it's harder to live at the bottom end of the scale. So as a percent of pay, it's really important that those people get a higher percentage of cash profit sharing than the highest paid person. And we really think that employees really directly benefit from that, and that they naturally then think and act like owners because they're seeing what the benefit is for them. We're a company committed to doing the right thing in all parts of our business, and obviously the employee ownership has been a cornerstone, but it was hard. We started in the 1987. We didn't have the technical resources. We didn't have the Vermont Employee Ownership Center. So we really learned the ins and outs, and we had to do a lot of that ourselves, although more recently have had more support to do that. So when I look at the 2 bills that Senator Sanders is putting out there, both of them, having employee ownership centers or bank financing, which we couldn't get in the beginning, are both key. And I think as new companies come through, they need that help and support so that we can have more employee ownership. And I'll end by saying that I wish that we had had both when we started. So thanks.
Cindy, thank you very much.